Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to again welcome you to County Court at Law number 2. The paperwork that you have just been handed out, that is also part of your arraignment that I spoke to you about earlier in the jury impanelment room. The first document is titled uh, "A Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendant Without an Attorney." Now, on that first document, well, before we get to that first document, I had mentioned to you that we will have someone from Spindletop who would come in and explain the program, our CSI program, and the partnership that we have with Spindletop MHMR. Now, we have Deputy Hinton. He's our mental health officer. He'd like to provide you with just some information concerning the program that Spindletop have in County Court at Law number 2.
Thank you,
Deputy
Ron.
Hinton.
Good morning. My name is Steve Hinton, a mental health deputy with Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. I'm here also with my partner, which is Ms. Lawless with MHMR, the new Spindletop. The sheriff has created a program where we actually get together between law enforcement and mental health, and we come together to go out there and help people in the communities, help people in the jails, help people in the court system. Judge Holmes has been gracious enough to allow us into his courtroom to actually provide this service to y'all. It is free. What we found was sometimes people come in and out of the court system. There's underlying issues such as substance use or mental health issues that are causing some of these problems. So if we can get to the underlying issues, we hopefully, our goals and objectives is to get you out of the system and get you into a healthy environment so that you can have a quality of life that would be beneficial for y'all. As the court proceeding continues, I'll be going around and talking to everyone. You're welcome to talk to me. You don't have to. Not saying that anyone has any mental health issues here today. You may have family that has mental health issues, and you may want to talk to us about that. We'll be glad to help them. Our goal is to advocate for y'all, to help y'all through that. And because sometimes it can be a lot of red tape walking through the Spindletop system, but we're here to help y'all and do that for y'all. It's strictly voluntary. It's up to y'all, but we're here for you if y'all want to take advantage of it. Again, I'll be going around and talking to y'all. And we have a private room back in here where we can actually sit down and talk. The information is totally private and for y'all's own personal protection as well. Does anyone have any questions? All right. Thank y'all very much. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the forms that's been handed out is titled "The Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without an Attorney." As a defendant in a criminal case, you have 3 options. Number 1, you may hire an attorney. Number 2, if you do not have enough money to hire an attorney, you may request an attorney be appointed to represent you. Or number 3, you may represent yourself. If you want an attorney to represent you and have enough money to hire an attorney, the case will be reset to give you time to do so. If you want an attorney and do not have the money to hire one, you will need to fill out a financial questionnaire so that the proper person can determine whether or not to appoint an attorney to represent you. You may not speak to the prosecutor about your case unless you sign a written waiver of your right to be represented by an attorney. Be aware that there are dangers to self-representation. Waiving your right to an attorney and representing yourself may result in a worse outcome for you and your case, including the loss of significant legal rights and opportunities relating to military service, possession of a firearm, housing and public benefits, child custody, immigration status for non-citizens, and employment. If you choose to proceed without an attorney, you may change your mind at any time and may request counsel from the court. At the bottom of this document, it says defendant's choice. Mark your initials next to only one choice. If your choice is I want to reset this case to hire my own attorney, then you'll put your initials on the line to the left. If your choice is I have hired an attorney whose name is, then you'll put your initials on the second line to the left and the name of the attorney on the line to the right. If your choice is I want to apply for court-appointed counsel, then you'll put your initials on the third line to the left. If your choice is I have a court-appointed attorney whose name is, then you put your initials on the fourth line to the left and the name of the attorney on the line to the right. If your choice is I want to waive my right to an attorney and represent myself, then you'll put your initials on the fifth line to the left. Once you have finished putting your initials on one of the 5 lines, then you will sign on the line that says defendant, and you put today's date, February 9th of 2021. Now, for those of you who are who have signed the fifth line, initialed the fifth line stating that you want to waive your right to an attorney and represent yourself, you have to sign the next form on the next page, and I'll go over that with you. It says waiver of counsel for purposes of entering a guilty plea or proceeding to trial. I have been advised of the nature of the charges against me and the dangers and disadvantages of self-representation. My waiver is voluntarily and intelligently made. Furthermore, I have been advised this 9th day of February of 2021 by the County Court at Law Number 2 of my right to representation by counsel in the case pending against me. I have been further advised that if I am unable to afford counsel, one will be appointed for me free of charge. Understanding my right to have counsel appointed for me free of charge if I am not financially able to employ counsel, I wish to waive that right and request the court to proceed with my case without an attorney being appointed for me. I hereby waive my right to counsel. And if that's your choice, you will sign on the line that says defendant and put the day's date, February 9th of 2021. And for those of you who are requesting the appointment of a court-appointed attorney, you would have to fill out a financial questionnaire, and we will pass those financial questionnaires out to you once we pick up those forms. Okay? Now, once you finish, the bailiff will pick up the forms from you.